right, so I just want to get out of the house and use my trailer. It's been 3 weeks since I've been out, and the weather's just kind of been cruddy. There's been snow at higher elevations, and it's really just kind of shut down our motorcycle season. Snowboarding is just around the corner. Probably in the next 2 weeks, I would expect it to open up. So we're going to practice cold weather camping. It's a work week, and so we're going to set up my newest monitor. I've got a third monitor for my laptop and a new table. And so we're really just going to kind of play with our toys and build confidence in our cold weather camping setup. You'll recall from my other video, I've got foil insulation and 12-volt mattress heaters, little buddy heaters, propane furnaces. So we should be able to be snug as a bug and real comfortable and have a good work week. We're just going to get the mental right. So let's prove it to myself real quick. Okay, so as I'm working my way out into Eastern Oregon, it's almost 5, and I'm realizing that I'm going to be pulling into my camp spot, or where I was hoping to camp, at least a half hour past sunset. And I think that means it's going to be dark. So not ideal, but I've got a good handle on where I'm going. And if I don't feel like I can find a spot that I like, I know that the Sucker Creek natural area is going to have plenty of open campgrounds, and I'd be fine pulling in there at night, and you know, it's level and everything would be totally fine. So that's the backup. The second thing is I realized I forgot my backup heating source, and I was really hoping to kind of test that today. It's, you know, I came out here to try to build confidence in my winter setup, and I'm already shaking a little bit, right? So my main heater is going to need to work. It's already failed this year before. So nightfall was coming pretty quick, and I just decided to not film as much of this setting up. I got the lion's share, the hard part done. And what was kind of surprising to me was this awning had gotten wet. That's ice falling down on me. Like, quite a bit of water was up in there. So it's actually probably a pretty good thing that I ended up taking this trailer out, because you don't want to get it all mildewy in there. Sweet. I think that's going to go a long way and warm this place up a little bit. Let her do it, and let's have some dinner. So go-to for me are some of these one-pot meals. That's kind of nice. That's right on my butt. These one-pot meals. Super easy, frozen dinners. And that's what we're doing tonight. Gotta keep my frozen stuff at the bottom. Tonight is General Chang's chicken. I think that's showing up. Should be good. Sometimes these little threads kind of have problems, but like it wants to go. It's pretty nice. I'm gonna move it over just a little bit though. Ooh, knife down. We'll use that guy. So it's actually like a super clear night tonight, and the moon's not up yet. So if I can edit my way into this astrophotography now, pretty sweet. That's my plan for tonight. Play some games, make sure I've got power all set up. The reality is this is a work week. I'm not out here to motorcycle ride or do anything, just kind of getting out. And we've pulled out all the stops to make it as comfortable as we can. So I'm certainly not leaving tomorrow because of all the effort that goes into setting it up and taking it down. So I don't know, for maybe at least 2 or 3 nights, maybe more, we'll hang out here. It's not the most convenient thing to film everything you do when you're trying to just do it. Oh, that's hot. Yelgers. Oh, you're at the wrong angle. This is looking good. I'd say that's looking real good. So normally I would have my computer set up and watch TV or something while I'm eating, but I'm hungry. I'm just gonna chow this down right now, and then we'll set up and play some games and make sure our power's topped off, and just make sure everything's gonna be set up for tomorrow morning. But for now, I gotta eat. Woo! So we just got done with our astrophotography, and I only took a can full of pictures. It was pretty chilly out there, but now it's time to set up the workspace. So that's kind of exciting. I've only set them up as like a proof of concept, just to see that they would work, but I got another one of these 15-inch monitors. So I'm going to have 3 1080p displays. All right, so it was a pretty good day of work. Not bad for a Tuesday. As you can see, it's beautiful out here. And what comes next is cooking dinner again. It's going to be similar to what we did last night. Just another one-pot meal, frozen dinner. So we're going to warm up this place a little bit and get it going. So I think... All right. I got my dog looking at me. He's like, hey, did you say something about dinner? How you doing, good boy? Oh, yeah, checking out the camera. Yeah. The people love you. Hi. You want your food first? All right. Let's do it. Kind of doing this a little bit haphazard. I don't have my tripod out here. But this is a day's worth of his food. He takes half a bag twice a day. He's right down there. He's a happy dog. Here you go, good boy. Now I'm jealous. Let's get some food. All right. Today we're doing something similar again. Shrimp Alfredo. Heat it up for 8 minutes with the lid on, and then for 2 without it. Sure. Heat it up. I can figure that one out. Yeah, so I don't think I shared this yet, but last night I was having generator trouble. After doing astrophotography, I plugged it in, and I couldn't get it to start, basically. It would start, but it wouldn't run for more than a couple of minutes. And there's a low oil cutoff light that I saw was flashing. I don't know if it had to deal with temperature or not. I ended up bringing it into the trailer with me, sleeping with it, bringing it up to temperature, and it was able to charge my batteries this afternoon. But as this video is about preparation and practice and everything, I certainly need to make sure that I've got spare oil on hand for my generator, because this could be a problem. Well, here we are again. I find these things pretty darn tasty. So, another shrimp Alfredo meal for me. That back one's usually pretty hot, right? We have a couple goodies in there for Ruger. Once that cools down. Okay, so a quick update. Things are going great. It's Wednesday. We've been out here, what, a day and a half now? We're halfway through my next work day, and had a pretty productive night last night. I was able to solve an issue that was giving me a little bit of grief, so that always feels good. The generator and everything worked great last night. I was able to charge my batteries, and while I was doing that, I pumped all the heat I could into my mattress, and I couldn't even sit in there for 5 minutes before I was just like way uncomfortably hot. So the trailer is working fantastic for this cold weather. It's not windy, so it's actually a really nice week out here. If the whole idea was to practice and build confidence in your cold weather setup and play with your gear, it's actually going really great, and I'm really comfortable out here. So I'm going to take a break from work. Like I said, we're about halfway done, and we're going to make some breakfast. So stick with me. We're out here going to play with the exposure. Now I can't see you at all, but like I said, it's hump day. We're out here doing the thing. Hopefully that turns out okay. Hey, Ruger dog. He's just out here exploring. He's somewhere. It's kind of nice. We know that we're pretty much guaranteed to be alone. And I don't think anyone's going to approach us. So Ruger, he's a pretty good dog about coming out here camping. I think I want to get him a GPS tracking collar so that I know which direction he's in. Because right now, we're out here in the desert, and I don't know which direction. Oh, you know what? I actually see him. He is over there. Let's see if I can. He's just being a dog. There he is. If I didn't know better, we caught him taking a shit. I don't think I'm going to pick that one up. Oh my god. What a good boy, right? He says, hey, I gotta take a crap. I'm gonna do it away from camp, at least. Poor dog got filmed. Sorry, bud. He's the best dog. So yeah, we're gonna make breakfast. I haven't fed that dog. You'd never know it. Getting 9 amps out of the old solar panel there. What I've got it doing is I've got the battery shut off at the trailer, but the solar panels can still charge it. The heater's connected directly to the battery, so I just heard it kicked on, and so it's charging the 12-volt battery that I ran all night, and so that way I'm able to constantly get as much power as I can out of my 200-watt solar panel all day. I try to keep it working. Look who just came back from his poop. Best dog. Oh, stay down. You want some food? He does. That's a dog who knows what I just said. All right, buddy. So in here should be a handy dandy skillet. I put one on the side here. It's a great way to pack this guy. Lodge griddle. I'm thinking sausage and eggs. Get a little more heat in here. That sun actually feels really good, but it's doing something. Burn some propane for comfort. It's a good bottle. The threads are nice. Eggs, sausage, almost OJ. All right, everybody. If you know, you know, and you're not going to mind hearing it again, but there's a few basic rules to firearm safety. 1, always keep your firearm pointed in a safe direction. 2, treat all firearms as if they were loaded. 3, keep your trigger finger outside of the guard and off the trigger until you're ready to fire. 4, be certain of your target, line of fire, and what lies beyond your target. And number 5, always wear the appropriate eye and ear protection when shooting and maintaining your firearm. And number 6, it's a new one, but if you're one of the 23 people watching this video, the best way you can help me is by liking it and help giving me a kick in the pants to make more videos like it. Let's go out there. Okay, so this is what I'm shooting today. It's called a KYL target, a know your limits target. There's some games people play based on distance. You can shoot as far as you can, and then if you miss and you go outside of your limits, you get 0 points. It's just a fun little target that gets more difficult, and this particular one starts at 2 inches and goes down to 1/4 inch, which is less than the width of my pinky. So we're out here where a 22 is really not going to reach anything, but my target, the whole set of targets, is within the width of my chest. So if you don't know, we're shooting pretty accurately here. All right, then first up, they're all going to be rimfire, is a 22 long rifle lever action. It's a Browning BL 22. It's maybe one of my favorite guns, actually. I love shooting this thing. It's just, I bring it out here to go plinking. The way you would load it is through one of these ports here, and you'd put your rod back down in there. What you can also do, and it's going to speed this up a whole lot, is without even using table, I'm going to put the rod between my legs. I've got one of these speedy loaders. It's got a 15-shot tube. You make sure they're oriented in the right direction when you're loading it at home. And then if you hold the gun upside down and keep that port open, it'll just slide right past like this. Like that. You take your tube, pop it right back in there. She's pretty much ready to go. All right, so I haven't shot in a while, so you're gonna come along from the ride with me. To be fair to myself, that's more like what I see. I can barely see that 1/4 inch target. It's 12 yards away. So it's got a sight. I'm gonna flip that puppy up. This is probably not gonna sound good at all, so you know, my apologies. First time doing it, you're learning with me. So they start to wiggle and it becomes not a trivial size of the target amount. Okay, that was 1.25 inches, so this is an inch target.
So I didn't miss by a 1/2 inch then. There you go. And that sounds about right. Unassisted sight, you know, it starts to get hard to see. Maybe if I tilt down, and I'm just going to work my way back across. All right, this thing's pretty cool. So certainly within my limit is about half the target. I don't think I hit the 1 inch target. So that's a pretty good distance for it. Okay, so our second rimfire and our last one is in here. I said my other one was a favorite, but this one's a little bit newer, and maybe I wasn't thinking about it. This is a CZ 457. It is a 22 long rifle. I put a bipod on it. I put a nice scope on it. It's a Athlon Ares BTR Gen 2, and it is a 4.5 to 27 with a 50 millimeter front lens, I think is what that means. So 4.5 to 27 by 50. It's a cool one. This one's bolt action. It's pretty dang accurate. Last I shot it, it was doing pretty well. Make sure we're zeroed. That was whatever I was shooting last time was, I don't know, a little far. In my other camera, I set up the target. It's 55 yards. So, just like the other one, let's just see how we do. We're out here, we're playing, we're camping. A couple minutes of video. So a 10 round mag. So it's 55 yards. You're not gonna be able to see it. But it's that same target. It's 2 inch, and then it decreases by 1 inch each time. So what are we at? We're at 10. This is nice. All right, I want to shoot at 15 times magnification, which is plenty. I'm gonna lower it down a little bit. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like, this is best case scenario, 55 yards, realistically, right? I'm getting my bipod. I'm getting my hand down here to support it. So what I'm gonna do is kind of flex my fist for the fine adjustment. Okay. Now the parallax is all wrong, right? So I just need to adjust this back. There we go. So I've got a little bubble level in the back of my scope, or in the back of my scope mount. And it was a custom thing. It's a 419 30 MOA mount, which is kind of ridiculous for a 22. I don't think I'm ever shooting 30 MOA. But let's just do it. All right, so it's 55. I had zeroed it at 50, so 55. I mean, it's just gonna be a little bit. So 75 is 3.5 MOA. So I'm gonna just do like 1.5 or something. 1 3/4 MOA. And I think I'm just gonna smack this thing. I've got no wind, I don't think, basically. Push forward for fire. I think I missed left. I'm just gonna see if that was a fluke. I'm shooting at a 2-inch target, 55 yards. Hit that time. I'm just gonna work my way down and see how far I can get. And this is an 1.5-inch target. Hit it. 1.25 inches. I'm getting some wind now, so see, where's that coming from? It's more at me actually, but it's definitely from the left as well. So I'm gonna hold. It's kind of strong. I'm gonna hold like 2 MOA. I hit it, and I wasn't on target. So that's just experience a little bit. All right, so that was done. So that was 5 shots, and I hit the 1.25 inch target. So I missed the first shot. I don't know. I think that was just me. I'm happy with that too. So it's fun. I'm gonna shoot some more and not talk about it so much. So I'll catch you out here. All right, so it's 4:30 and the sun's starting to go down out here, and there's a little bit of wind. It's kind of cold. I just finished cleaning up after shooting, and I'm starting to get just hungry. I want to get some of my cooking done while it's still warm, and then I can come back in here and back up all my SD cards and everything, charge up my batteries, and spend some more time, wrap up work when it's cold and I'm just going to be cooped up in here anyway. So I'm going to get out there and start cooking a little bit. Guarding us, making sure there's no funny business. We got Adele's Cajun style. It's a go-to for me. This is a pretty great snack. Warm sausage will be delicious. You ate your food? Is this where I put a little musical sequence? Filmmaking and cooking. It's not bad. Is it Wednesday night tonight? Thursday? Shoot. I guess that's maybe the best part. Okay, well, I'm just enjoying some of the last light, really warmth out here. Just want to give a sneak peek to my charging setup and what I mean about getting everything set up. So here's my generator. It runs on propane. It's over 3,000 watts.
And as you see, I've got two cables running out of it. One's a 30 amp RV plug, and then the other is a 20 amp plug. They run over here. The 30 amp plugs into the trailer, which is right here. And the other cable comes down here at my feet and plugs into two of these 4 fast chargers. The other 2 are plugged directly into the trailer. It's because I need to split it up because I would trip the 30 amp breaker. So these are 4 Ego fast chargers that put out like 600 watts into the battery a piece, not accounting for the efficiency loss. So like they use a lot. Here is the inverter that powered my workday for 9 hours. It's got 4 12 amp hour 56 volt batteries, and that has lasted me. I don't know if you saw when I passed in, it was a 200 watt solar panel. Today that was responsible for recharging my Battleborn lithium ion and running the Propex heater all day. It was recharging from running the Propex heater all last night, and we're pretty much topped off. This thing's flashing. It's got 50 minutes left, and we're gonna have a big charge sequence ahead of us. It's gonna take about an hour and a half to charge up each of those 12 amp hour batteries. So I've got 2 more 7.5 amp hour batteries. That's, I don't know, like 40 minutes or something like that. And so I've got 6 batteries that needs to be thrown on these 4 fast chargers. That's how I do it. You lab. He says send it to the lab for testing. So out there we have a Labrador. His name's Ruger. He's a good dog, but he's kind of interested in the doe. No, that's my boy. He says the doe. Oh dear, there's a female deer. All right, so everything's still going great. I'm comfortable. I've got plenty of propane. The heater is working well. It's beautiful, so I'm just kind of enjoying my time. I still have hot dogs and chili, so I'm going to make chili dogs this afternoon / evening and have that. And I've got plenty of food for another week, realistically, if I wanted to. I could stay out here comfortably. But I don't have anywhere to be until tomorrow evening. And I recently heard a YouTube video quote on it was, if you don't have anywhere to be, you might as well be in the middle of nowhere. And that just kind of rang true to me, and I like it a lot. So I thought I'd share it and live by it for another day out here. This test is great.
Oh, I got it. Pachoo. Pachoo, pachoo. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Okay, it's Sunday morning. It's beautiful out here again. Little bittersweet. I have to pack up my home because I've got a dinner to go to tonight, which I'm looking forward to, but it means I have to leave here. I'm just gonna take my time and do it slowly and sign off my video here. I'm gonna have probably at least another 3 hours until these walls are no longer frozen and ready to be packed up. I've seen most of the footage. The drone stuff's awesome. There's a lot of cooking, a lot of talking, so I've got a lot of ideas on how we can improve it later, and this is also a video on practicing creating films, actually. So thanks for sticking with me if you watched it this long, and don't forget to like it if you're one of those 23, and I'll see you outside.